Hello, students. Today, we're going to learn about a very interesting and important topic in economics, how things are made in our world today. You see, the story of how a product is created is no longer simple. It's a journey that crosses many, many countries. Just think about it for a second. That mobile phone you might have, or the car your family drives, have you ever stopped to wonder how it was actually made? It's not as simple as you might think. It's like a giant global puzzle with different pieces coming from all over the world. Now, to understand how different things are now, let's first look at the past. You see, until the middle of the 20th century, things were much simpler. Production was usually organized within just one country. All the raw materials and the final goods were made within its own borders. But today, it's a completely different story.
So what changed? Well, a new player entered the world of production. A very powerful player. We are talking about large companies that we call multinational corporations, or MNCs for short. And they changed everything.
So, what exactly is an MNC? Let's look at the definition. An MNC is a company that owns or controls production in more than one nation. The name itself gives us a clue. Multi, meaning many, and national, meaning nations. Simple, right?
Now, this brings us to a very, very important question. Why would a company do this? Why would they go to the trouble of setting up factories and offices in so many different countries? Why not just make everything in their home country?
Well, the answer really comes down to one main thing: money. MNCs are always looking for ways to lower their cost of production, so they set up their offices and factories in places where they can find cheap labor and other resources. The goal is simple. If you lower your costs, you can earn greater profits. This picture illustrates the main idea perfectly. The number one reason, the main driver, for an MNC is to reduce its production costs. By doing this, they can maximize their profits. This is the core logic behind their global operations. And when an MNC spends money in another country, let's say to buy land, build a factory, or buy machines, we have a special name for that. It is called foreign investment. It is an investment made by a foreign company into the economy of another country.
Okay, so we know what an MNC is and why it operates globally, but how does it actually work? Let's look at a real lifestyle example of what we call a global production chain. Now, this is the most crucial point to understand. The MNC does not make the entire product in one place. Instead, the production process is divided into small parts, and each part is spread out across the globe. It's like a worldwide assembly line. Let's take a look at this example. Imagine a large MNC is making some kind of industrial equipment. Step 1, the product is designed in research centers in the United States, where they have the best engineers for design. Step 2, the components are manufactured in China because China offers low-cost manufacturing. Step 3, these parts are then shipped to Mexico and Eastern Europe to be assembled because these locations are close to the big markets in the USA and Europe. And finally, Step 4, customer care and support is handled through call centers located right here in India. So why is this system so good for the MNCs? It's all because of something we call a cost advantage. Let's understand what that means. Each country is chosen for a specific reason, for a special advantage it offers. China gives the advantage of cheap manufacturing. Mexico and Eastern Europe offer the advantage of being close to the final markets, which saves shipping costs. And India, well, India has highly skilled engineers and educated young people who can speak English very well. This gives India an advantage in providing services. And this picture shows exactly where India fits into this global production chain. Our large number of skilled, English-speaking workers makes India a perfect place for services like customer care and technical support. It's a very important role in this whole process. So what is the final benefit of this complex system? The numbers are truly amazing. By organizing production in this way, an MNC can save about 50 to 60% on its costs. That is a huge advantage. So let's bring all these ideas together. We've seen how MNCs work and why they do it. But what is the final result of all this? How has it changed our world? The most important takeaway, students, is this. By spreading production across different countries, MNCs are connecting these countries. The design in America is linked to the factory in China, which is linked to the assembly in Mexico, which is linked to the call center in India. Everything is connected. And this interlinking of production by MNCs is a very important part of what we call globalization. It is one of the main forces that is connecting countries and economies all over the world.
And this leaves us with a final thought to prepare for our next topic. We have seen how this system is very good for the big MNCs. But what about the workers? What about the small, local businesses in these countries? What are the effects of this system on people? That is a very important question we will explore next time.